Hi. What kings and queens could do over 1,000 years ago in terms of bringing in changes to society or leaving an impact on humanity was actually all possible and getting delivered by scientists, politicians, and inventors over the last couple of centuries. But what is important for us is to recognize that any individual on the planet today, sitting in any corner of the globe, can actually make such changes and, in fact, leave an impact of a much higher order. Now, how did this all happen? Now, it certainly didn't happen because everyone has acquired wealth to do so, but because today everyone has access to anything or access into abundance. Now, one doesn't have to be a G or a Coke to be able to reach out to a billion people in this earth. Anyone, you or I, or anyone you know of, can do that sitting in their living room. Today, there is an abundance of idle assets in a shared economy, abundance of ideas, innovations, crowdsourced funding, abundance of knowledge, computing power, relationships, manufacturing abilities, open source stuff, cryptocurrencies, and the list goes on. Anything potentially that is powered by a digital technology as its underlying substrate has the potential to create abundance. So, therefore, the key is to understand how abundance is being created by different technologies in different industry spaces and how they combine with each other to unleash an extraordinary power that creates exponential value for clients and therefore for business. Since it changes the fundamental way we live and work, it is extremely important for us to understand how abundance, therefore, should be managed and should be accessed. It pretty much changes the fundamental construct of business because the business model that we are used to is the business model that is structured around scarcity. Now, when it is abundant, you have to change the way you create value, deliver value, and monetize value. Otherwise, it's like selling ice to an Eskimo. And how do you do that? So, the way you use it could either be a boon or a bane. Now, to make this all easy and simple, Salim Ismail, who has been the founding executive director of Singularity University Palo Alto and the founding chairman of OpenEXO, had authored this best-selling book called Exponential Organization back in 2015, which contained a framework that how to transition a company from its linear space today where it operates to an exponential state. And several companies have benefited by usage of that framework. And today that framework has been perfected and released and open sourced through a playbook called Exponential Transformation, released only in November 2018. But more importantly, an ecosystem has been created. It's a global ecosystem of change makers, ambassadors, evangelists, enthusiasts, startups, inventors, alumni of exponential organizations to really help each other and benefit from what is called the creation of an exponential organizations. So that's a good news for sure. Now the $1 million question is, how soon are you going to switch over the divide and jump into the bandwagon of an exponential organization and transition seamlessly your organization into an exponential age? Thank you so much for hearing. Look forward to hearing from you.